Hey guys, Chief Kick here. I'm back again today with a hopefully educational video. I'm going to be going over today a rig you've probably seen me wear or use across the channel in some other videos. Something that doesn't fit my name as much. It's a little less cheap, but it's still a good rig, especially compared to a lot of other ones out there. You can find them on discount, and they're not as expensive. A little bit pricey, more in the $100 to $200 range, depending on where you get them, of course. And that would be the Mark II chest rig. More specifically, the Tasmanian Tiger Mk2 chest rig. Now, as you can see, this right here is my Mark II. This is how I have it configured. There's a lot of stuff that I put on here aftermarket, and I'm going to be going over all that in this video. Let me just show you real quick on the screen what a normal Mark II without any of the aftermarket stuff looks like. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we can get started on some of these kit pieces here. So, it's basically going to be a video of me praising the Mark II for about 10 minutes, off the script or anything. I really like this rig. It's extremely comfortable, extremely breathable too. So first off, you got 8 spaces for magazines, removable Velcro strap here to retain your magazines. You can remove it, keep it open. You can adjust it depending on how many mags you put in, depending on what you put in your magazine pouches. As you can see, you have the Tasmanian Tiger emblem on the rightmost magazine pouch. Now with single mags, works amazing. Double mags takes just a tiny bit of influence to get in there, but once you get it kind of worn out just a little bit, it works like a charm. So I'm personally running 6 magazines up front, and on my right side I'm running my Baofeng radio to do team leading and stuff. So as you can see, I've run the wire up underneath the flap here that conceals the top portion. If you want to put plates in, right now I have that rolled down, so you can roll it down and then button it up with these buttons here over top of it to keep it rolled down. I ran that up through, have a chest piece on the shoulder. There's plenty of things on the shoulder, little bands here that hold these straps for adjustment if you wish to adjust your shoulder size and stuff like that. But otherwise, they're really good for holding things like clipping this on. You also have these elastic bands. You can maneuver them anywhere you want on the rig. They're great, as you can see, on the other shoulder for holding a TQ. TQ stays nice and put. So that's what I'm doing with the mag pouches at the moment. Got the Baofeng in one and 6 other magazines. Now in front of this, as you can see on the original picture of the Mark II, we have a lot of MOLLE space down at the front here. Now because it's MOLLE compatible, you can put pretty much anything you want on and across the rig, including the side pouches here. So you have 2 very big general purpose pouches on either side of the chest rig, which is great. They can hold anything you want pretty much. I'm storing a whole canteen in one of them, and the other one extra socks, a medical kit, stuff like that. Now in the front here, what I'm running, now this is where I start getting back into my name, Cheap Kit Goon. So this is all stuff you can find online for $40 to $20 or less, usually less than $20. This is probably the most expensive one. This is a Shellback Tactical admin pouch. I don't know how trusted that name is. I bought a dump pouch from them. It kind of sucked. This hasn't disappointed me yet. It's held up splendidly. You have a main pocket here. I'll go into these in detail in just a second. You have a space if you want to put, I assume, a flashlight, speed loader, magazine, flare, grenade, anything you can fit in there. I'm not well versed on what you'd actually put in there. Then you have a hold down spot. Got my medical card. I'm gonna have to blur that out. What you need for Milsom West, ID, credentials, medical stuff. So this folds out. It's a nice protected plastic pouch here. You can put stuff in, protect it from the moisture and things like that. You have a small pouch right here for anything you need. At the moment, I'm going to be putting dead GoPro batteries in that front pouch there. You can fold it either up like that, or you can fold it up like that. I personally find that a little more convenient because then you can just rip that down. And you don't have to fuss with trying to pull it upwards, especially because the Velcro is actually pretty tough. Now let me go into detail real quick about what I have in each of these pouches. So I'm gonna try to lay out this front pouch best I can here. So in the very back, you have one continuous long pouch here, right? So that I'm going to be using to store any paperwork, as well as a compass. So any maps, paperwork, compass. As I said, those are all things you probably need as you move up with leadership and things like that within Milsom West. On the far, it's gonna be your right, it's my left. Got a small pocket knife. Found this on the street somewhere. I'm not even lying about that. Small lighter, just a cigarette lighter for starting, a stove, like a Esbit stove like I personally use. Small red light. Now this is a little bit jank. It's something I actually made myself. Just took like a Dollar General flashlight. Very, very cheap, very, very soft. And took some red tail light film. You can find it on eBay, Amazon. Shouldn't be too expensive. Tail light film, cut it out and layered it multiple times to create a very strong red light filter for the light. And it's a nice, very soft light now. Works perfectly. I've used it at multiple events. Now, in the last elastic band, I don't have anything stored there. Now, behind that, you see there's two pouches, one here, one here. I'm just using those both to store GoPro batteries. At the very bottom, got a pen and a Sharpie. Now, things like this, pen and pencil or whatever, as well as a notebook, those are all red listed items. A lot of stuff in here is going to be your red listed items that you want to store on you on your combat rig. Now, I don't know if the camera can see it, but so here's two big spaces right here. One I just use for the notepad, the other I use for an Allen key set. And that's it for the main compartment there. As I've already said earlier, you can pretty much put anything you want in this compartment here. I don't have anything at the moment. I used to have a speed loader in there, and then I realized if I went prone too hard, I'd probably crack the speed loader apart. I've already shown you what's in here, so we can move on. So underneath the admin pouch, just slightly offset to the left because I'm left-handed, and so I can reach around the admin pouch, is my dump pouch. Now I used to run this directly in the front, but I also used to run this on the side, but I realized running the admin pouch on the side was a little harder to access, and I realized this kept, hitting me in an undesirable place, so I figured if I offset it, hit me in my leg instead. We'll move past that. Here I just got some gloves mounted on there. On this right side here, you'll see there's a canteen pouch placed on top of the molly of the general purpose pouch. So this canteen pouch does not have a canteen in it. It used to, and then I was told that it is smarter to run heavy things like water closer to your body, which is, duh. I don't know why I did that in the first place. So I changed it around now. So I reuse this canteen pouch, which I probably got, I think, about $12 on Amazon. It was originally like tan or brown or khaki or something like that. Gave it a shitty little paint job, as you can see. And now I only use it to store protein bars and things like that. I usually keep around at least 9 on me for an event, at least in my combat load. Because trust me, between yourself and between hungry squad mates and things, it goes pretty quickly. Especially yourself when you haven't eaten anything all day and been rucking about 10 miles to find a NATO PB that doesn't exist. Now, underneath of that, in your general purpose pouch, you see it unzips here. Very, very large. It's got some socks. Keep my speed loader in there. Hopefully nobody finds it and confiscates my ammunition. And just a little medical kit. Now on the other general purpose pouch, there's a double grenade pouch. And underneath of that, in the general purpose pouch, you can keep an entire canteen. I mean, they're that big. I don't know if you can see how much space you have in there. You have tons of space, tons of webbing, different pockets inside there. It's a very, very, very good pouch. And when you put it on, you can't feel anything that's inside of it. I'll turn it around in a minute, but the chest rig itself is very padded, and it has a lot of breathable webbing in it. As I flip this around, you can see it's very, very soft. Well, not soft, but you know, it's padded, it's comforting. It's kind of like a big pillow. I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I'm functioning on about an hour of sleep. Now, as you can see, as we go in the back, there is actually some other compartments and things you can open up. As I mentioned earlier, there is actually a plate bag where you can put plates. If you roll up the top portion of your chest rig, I'll show a picture right there of what that looks like. If you roll up the chest rig, most people don't do it. It's not necessarily desirable, but it is there if you want and or need to do it. Other than that, you just got some simple adjustment straps. Of course, the chest rig closes with a clip on the back, elastic bands to help you fold up your extra length of strap, which of course for some reason keeps getting undone for me. So just if it doesn't stay, just tape it. That's always the best thing you can do. Fold it up or roll it up, however you like to do it. Just like that, put the elastic band over it. It doesn't take up as much space now. And clip yourself in. Now there's some connectors on the side here in case you want to lay out your rig. Velcro adjustment in the back. I don't feel like taking that off right now because that's adjusted to me. And that's about how I have my Mark II configured. I tried giving a pretty extensive overview. It's very comfortable. As I've already said, it's very padded internally. Very good distributing weight from my experience. Holds plenty of magazines. It's very capable. Depending on what you call budget, for a good chest rig, it is a very, very good chest rig for about $100 to $200. I got this on sale for $175. You can find them on buy, sell, trade forums, whether it be Facebook, Discord, wherever. You can find them probably for less, $150 or less, depending on who's selling it, of course. I got this from a company called Kavanaugh Surplus. For retail, I think they go new $220. I got this new on like a Memorial Day sale for $175. With a little bit of looking around, you can find a good deal on these. They're very, very good chest rigs. This has done a great job for the amount of time I've had it so far, and I'm hoping to continue using it. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, guys, and you found it useful or entertaining or anything like that, just let me know down below. Give it a like, hopefully, and I'll try to get some more content out like this soon. See you guys next time.